Have you ever witnessed a situation where a small, seemingly insignificant issue blows up into a major drama? If so, you've experienced what some call a tempest in a teapot. This quirky phrase paints a vivid picture, doesn't it? A mighty storm, with its thunderous clouds and howling winds, all contained within the delicate confines of a teapot. It's a metaphor for those times when we or those around us magnify a minor hiccup into a catastrophic event. Dramatic, right? But this idiom is more than just a colorful expression. It's a window into human nature, a commentary on our tendency to overreact, and a reminder to keep perspective. It's a phrase that has been brewing for centuries, steeped in history and poured into our everyday language. But where does this saying come from? And why is it so relevant today? Originating in the 17th century, the idiom has variations like storm in a teacup in British English. This seemingly whimsical phrase has a rich history steeped in the literary and political discourses of the past. From its first recorded use in the English language, it quickly found its way into the works of renowned authors, from Alexander Pope to Sir Walter Scott, and even across the pond to American literature. Over time, the phrase has been used to describe a wide variety of situations, from political feuds to social tiffs. It was often employed to highlight the triviality of disputes in the face of larger, more pressing issues. This idiom has been a go-to metaphor for centuries, painting vivid pictures of grand dramas over minor matters. In the grand scheme of things, these issues are not as consequential as they seem. A tempest in a teapot indeed reminds us that not all storms are worth brewing. In today's digital age, where every opinion and event is magnified on social media, tempest in a teapot moments are more common than ever. We see it in the virtual squabbles over minor celebrity gaffes, the office politics that turn a small misunderstanding into a full-blown feud, or even in our personal lives, where a simple disagreement can escalate into a heated argument. These are all modern tempests brewing in our everyday teapots. But what drives us to blow these minor issues out of proportion? Well, it's often a mix of emotional investment, misunderstanding, and the human tendency to seek drama. We become emotionally attached to our opinions and perspectives, leading us to inflate the significance of the issue at hand. Misunderstandings can further fuel the fire, turning a spark into a tempest. Recognizing these moments in our lives can help us respond more calmly and rationally. After all, not every disagreement needs to become a storm. Sometimes it's just a tempest in a teapot. So, how do we avoid turning a molehill into a mountain, you might ask? Well, it all comes down to a blend of mindfulness, perspective, and effective communication. Firstly, calming techniques can be a lifesaver. Deep breaths, progressive muscle relaxation, or even a quick walk outdoors can help to dissipate mounting tension. These simple acts can grant us a moment of pause, a chance to step back from the brewing tempest. Secondly, perspective-taking exercises are invaluable. Ask yourself, will this matter in a week, a month, a year? More often than not, you'll find that the answer is no. Lastly, communication. Open and honest dialogue can prevent misunderstandings from spiraling out of control. Remember, it's not just about expressing your thoughts, but also about actively listening to the other side. With a little mindfulness and perspective, we can keep our teapot storm-free and our lives a bit more peaceful. So next time you sense a storm brewing, remember these tips. After all, who wants a tempest in their teapot? Next time you find yourself in the middle of a tempest in a teapot, remember, not every issue deserves a stormy response. We've journeyed together through the origins of this intriguing idiom and its relevance in our modern digital lives. We've seen how minor issues can escalate, fueled by emotion, misunderstanding, and our innate love for drama. But we've also explored how a little mindfulness, perspective, and open communication can help us weather these storms with grace. In the grand scheme of things, many of our daily squabbles and worries are just that, tempests in teapots. So, let's strive to keep our teapots storm-free, focusing our energy on what truly matters. After all, life is too short to brew storms in teapots. Liked diving into the tempest with us? Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful explorations into the phrases that shape our world.